welcome back to Full Coverage. It's Manny.
And it's Laura.
And you guys, we have some special guests today.
God.
We have Miss Lauren and Jeremy from WildTil9.
Up in the house.
I feel like I'm like a morning radio show.
I know. I'm like, very bad. Very bad.
You guys, we did a collaboration on their podcast, and it was so much fun. And like, honestly, the comments are literally incredible. Everyone's so nice.
They were so nice.
Like, they were so cool about us being there. Me and Laura were like,
is your audience always that nice?
We genuinely have the nicest fucking audience.
Dang.
Yeah.
I love that.
I feel like our people
Ours
are nice.
dope as fuck.
You guys
and
are
it's
nice.
gonna I think they're just gonna keep getting doper
I
as
do
we
too.
continue.
Agreed.
But last time we did a podcast, so we did it, and we literally had no outline planned whatsoever. And
No, I had so much outline.
You're right.
What's
You're
outline?
right. You're right.
Yeah, I had so much outline planned, like watched so many videos, like in prep to like just
We're
in
gonna
case.
do this.
Fucking nothing. We did not stay on topic. We like nothing. Literally none of it.
None of it. Not even a word, guys.
Not even a single word. Jeremy looks like he has something to say.
He's been waiting.
What do you? I'm confused. I
wanna know.
like this attitude I'm feeling.
I feel like it's group chat animosity.
Oh,
It's not even there yet. Like,
That's coming. That's
Okay,
coming.
Okay,
so it's gonna
okay.
get there.
my first thought that I wanted to talk about since you left.
Since I left.
Roll Tide. What's going on?
Oh, no.
Wait,
You ever thought about that?
Wait.
My
Where's
husband's shaking
Oh,
his head
Roll Tide,
behind
Alabama.
you.
This is Bama. I know this is Bama.
It's Bama.
And they're not.
Let me just say,
Wait, are they losing, Laura?
if you
I don't know
not
anything.
winning.
They're not winning.
not winning.
Laura, you guys,
Texas
Laura's
A&M got us good.
Texas
Got us
A&M.
good.
What's A&M?
Texas A&M.
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 Yeah. It's like Eminem.
It's like Eminem, but with an
A&M.
A. So what had happened is, if you win all the time for a fan, sometimes it feels good to lose.
Is that what you're telling us?
Do you feel good about this? If we could just, I wish we could just replay. I think the clip was you have the best coach in the world.
Oh, it was
He's
it.
the
We
best.
did.
Yes.
He was
Tangent.
that. Yeah, it was a full on. And I was trying to explain to Lauren later just how serious it is.
Yeah.
Alabama always wins.
Very serious.
Yeah.
And then the
Except-
next week-ish, 2 weeks
It
later,
hasn't been good.
we lost.
Yeah.
But we won our last game.
Does that mean that like you're losing the whole thing?
No.
You just lost
Because
the
we
game.
can we can still play SEC championship.
Of course.
Because all we need is the other teams.
Alls we need.
Alls we need.
Alls we need.
is the other teams to lose a game, which they're all playing each other. Eventually, they're all going to have one L. We all have one L. Alabama's still going to be number one because we're going to win out all the rest of our games, and we'll play the SEC championship. And if we win that, we'll go into the playoffs, which could lead us to the national championship game.
No,
Could.
without question.
We have to win out every single game now, though.
So when's the last time Alabama's lost is this early into their season?
Oh
It's been
my!
a
This is
long-
the thing is
It was
we're gonna start fighting. I think this is where this is fighting. Alabama
I
is
like that
fighting.
you walked in here with that ammo.
This is ammunition. This is
Start shit.
this is personal attack.
It's fair.
I would have brought it up in
It's
the group
fair.
chat, but I wasn't invited.
Right. Well,
There it is.
okay.
This
well,
is our own fault.
We didn't
Listen,
start.
that's
the
enough
group
about
chat?
football. I just wanted to throw that out there. See if he's
Okay.
okay. That's all. Over to you, Lauren.
Why is this gonna be like a literal full coverage versus WildTil9 like football match outside? Like dead
You and I
ass.
sitting here being like, I don't know what the fuck is going
But the
on.
thing is, I am very sporty, and like when you
You're
give
not.
me
Are
a
you
ball,
sporty?
I'm
Yes.
sporty.
Are you sporty?
Okay, when I'm not glam, I can turn it on. I can catch a ball.
I can catch a ball
Didn't you
too.
play linebacker?
What?
Didn't you play linebacker?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Outside
Wow.
linebacker.
Yeah.
I sure did. So I can tackle and I'm more of a catcher than a pitcher, I will say.
Okay. Well,
But
interesting.
we're like,
So
but
no football.
I feel like that would be fun. Like imagine like a little football match
For who?
for us.
I don't know the rules.
I don't
I don't
think-
either. Actually, I'm honestly just like
I
talking
do,
shit
but
at
I
this
have
point.
no physical abilities. I clearly was.
You guys, Laura, why don't you go ahead and walk us through what just happened before we started filming?
Okay, listen. I wanted to film a TikTok with Manny in the parking lot where we're like running from a killer. Like we're pretending we're running from a killer. Just envision that. Well, I tripped and fell from, but I face planted where I was like laid out in the parking lot.
She slid to home base.
I slid.
Hands out.
And Lauren and Jeremy come pulling up in the park.
As Laura's on the ground.
I'm on the ground and I'm like, great. And Lauren pulls up. She's like, oh my God, there's some crazy
Literally,
people in the parking lot.
Like, this is not our this is like not like a little like suburb that we visit often. I was like,
It doesn't
oh my
feel
God,
safe.
crackheads in the parking lot. I'm like, fuck.
It like reminds me of like
Babe, back up.
Babe, turn around,
She
turn
wasn't
around.
wrong.
I mean, it was us.
it's just like when you see a bunch of like high school kids just goofing around,
Right,
and I was
right,
like,
right,
oh,
right.
who are these
Here
children?
we go.
And it's
And
us
then-
30-years.
Yeah.
And
being
then
the
Laura
children.
literally
It was
picking
the third-
herself off the ground.
have literally scraped hands like I'm in elementary school right now.
Literally, Laura is like red on her hands.
We
her
were talking
palms.
about how tomorrow I'm going to be in a wheelchair from this incident.
I cannot even get over that. The fact so we like to start in like in our episodes. We like to start with like what's one thing from like the week that we like to do, like that had happened to us that we're like, oh, this.
What's
is
one thing that happened to you guys each this week?
That like you're like, oh, that was dope.
What's one thing that you did this week? You can start
You're a
with one
guest.
thing you did.
I know
Even
we're
if
kind of
it's
throwing
not
you on the spot like this.
It's not interesting. Just tell us a thing you did this week.
Yeah,
Come on,
you don't have to
Lauren.
be
Can I
anything
look
crazy.
at
You can do
my
it.
calendar?
Yes.
Like, what the
You
fuck
can.
did I
We will
do
allow you to
this
look at the
week?
calendar.
Jeremy, I know you did something this week.
Pink
I did.
boy,
I'm
pink
trying
boy,
to-
come
Yeah,
on.
Pink boy, what'd you do
Pink
this week?
boy.
I closed, did the coolest business thing I've ever done in my life, and I can't talk about it yet. But it's a thing that will like actually be talked about worldwide
In the
soon.
The
media.
NDA, the
Mr. Worldwide?
NDAs are flying right now.
It's like I'm like feeling good about myself.
Pat
Oh my God,
yourself
that's
on the
amazing.
back.
And I wish I could talk about it because it'd be a hell of a lot more
Congratulations.
exciting than this like bullshit. Like I did a cool thing
Can you
I
say
can't
the
talk
dollar
about.
amount?
Do it.
Can you say the number of figures in the dollar amount?
5 figures.
Because these peeps aren't even going to know what you're talking
Yeah.
A billion.
A billion.
Yeah, it'll be a billion. Yeah.
Doll hairs?
Doll
hairs.
A billion doll,
Doll
hairs?
hairs?
Doll
Billion
hairs.
doll.
So I'm excited,
Very.
Absolutely. We're
Very.
moving in.
and I'd
actually.
love to
We're
talk
moving
about
in,
it.
thank God.
And I
off
will
camera.
in 3 months from now.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
be
in
super
3
cool.
months.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be great.
And off camera.
Lauren.
You're like,
Season 2 of Craftopia.
Did-
Are you kidding?
Craftopia. Are you joking?
Oh, yeah.
Ma'am?
Okay, so my season 2 came out of Craftopia, stream on HBO Max or Crave in Canada.
Period.
Literally, I was like, oh well, I learned how to make my favorite salad from the health nut. That's really exciting. That's what I was gonna say.
Also a
Not
TV
the
show on
favorite
HBO,
salad.
but the salad.
But I was really excited about it. I'm not kidding. I was like making this salad that I spend $20 on every day. And my assistant walked in. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so proud of
Okay,
you."
season 2 of Craftopia came out. Stream right now. It's fantastic. I mean,
Wait, tell our audience about Craftopia. Like,
Yes.
what is Craftopia? What is like the tea about Craftopia?
Oh my god, I feel like I'm on like a PR tour right now. This is
Honestly,
so
why the fuck
exciting.
not? Low key.
I want to hear what you have
We're
to
here for the PR
say.
period.
Yeah.
sex ed show.
Oh, Sex Education season 3.
What was that sex ed show with the really old woman?
And I used to watch her at night. She would
she
show
was
you how to like
amazing.
play with dildos
Wait,
and like do
yeah.
everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm derailing the
what
whole thing. But
channel?
yes.
You guys
What
would have
channel?
eaten it out. Like
Eating it out.
Eaten
We would have eaten it out. I don't
it
do that.
Nope. I used to watch her all the time.
Yeah, I'll think of it.
Think of it.
Sorry, I derailed. Go ahead. Sorry. What is Craftopia actually
What is Craftopia?
about?
I want to know what Craftopia is. I've never seen
Crafting
it.
competition. So
Crafting
like think
competition.
like all the baking shows that you watch are like 3 contestants, 2 challenges, 1 winner, $10,000. First season was kids, which was really really cute. But like you can't tell a kid that their craft fucking sucks.
Oh, totally. I mean, it would
Right.
just be a lot harsher.
It'd be a lot harsher. And like also I like kids, but I don't like
Right.
love kids. So like being a host
Right.
around kids, like I'm pretty vulgar, and so having to
Same.
like alter my personality to like be kid friendly is a lot of work for me.
Lauren struggles with a filter. She
I
does.
super struggle with the filter. Yeah.
I feel like I do too. I'm sorry.
I can't relate to that. I don't know what that means. I'm really PC actually.
You just
Is it PC?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I am the exact same way. I struggle. If like there's anyone's like you can't curse.
Yeah.
Like don't tell me not to because then I'm gonna want to do it more.
Oh, that happened literally
Like,
on last stream the other
literally.
day.
Oh my
I was like, fuck, shit, fuck.
Yes, exactly. That's me.
Yeah. So anyway, so having adult contestants as our second season has been a dream because now you can like be sassier and you can like have sexual innuendos and
I love that.
swear and stuff, which is what
Wow.
a relief.
What a
I
relief
love
to be able
that.
to have sexual innuendos at work.
Absolutely. I mean,
so
who
it's
doesn't
sexual.
want that?
It's a little more sexual this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. And they
But
like,
it's like, it's crafts, but it's like the stories behind it, the talent and everything
I
is
feel
like, it makes it much more
crafting,
fun.
like saying craft is like not even like the right word because it's like fucking insane.
It's
like
creativity.
Challenges.
people who do like the prosthetics on like The Walking Dead are like sculpting
No.
shit. People who do like the
Wow.
costumes for like all the shows in Vegas.
So it's like
and stuff.
really intense.
Oh, like I would not be fit to judge these people. I'm the host, thank God, because like
Right.
these people are like professionals.
Lauren, you're a professional.
You're a professional too. You're like literally Lord DIY back in the day.
No, but like
Oh, they gave the executive producer credit because you weren't qualified.
I just have good aesthetics. So I can
Oh,
like,
whatever.
No, you
Just
don't.
No, take the compliment.
compliment.
okay, let's talk about
I'm gonna
anything
rip
else.
her
I'm
hair
so
out.
uncomfortable.
like literally anything other than Craftopia.
So annoying. Just take the credit.
I'm so okay. Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
but
so
that
much.
is really
Thank you so
cool.
much.
Honestly, like that's a huge,
It's
huge accolade. Like that's
it's
awesome.
huge.
I'm excited. I saw like you had like the little preview party.
I forgot to bring you a sweater.
Weird. I think you already
I
gave
also-
away all of them.
I
and
think she also
said-
forgot to invite.
Oh,
Did you forget?
He's hurt.
Now that we're here,
He's
actually, let's
hurt.
go. I'm actually gonna start swinging.
I certainly have to go.
like we actually have to leave right now. No, but no, honestly, it's really, really, really cool. I
Yeah,
love it.
we're proud of you.
We're proud of you. Especially now, like we're like, I mean, I've known you forever, but I feel like Laura's like a newfound friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and I'm
Jeremy,
like-
we're also proud of
Hey,
you for
it-
closing $1 billion deals.
it's fine, guys. Thank
This
you.
week.
There's,
Yeah.
that's just,
It's
just something
whatever.
casual.
It's like $1 billion. It's whatever.
It feels cool.
Pocket change.
$1 billion.
Well,
what would you? Okay, literally.
What on
dead ass
earth?
question.
Okay.
If you got
I
$1
would love
billion,
a guess. What do you think $1 billion? What does that buy you? What do you?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
what
will-
would you spend $1
actually-
billion
Pre-tax
on?
or after tax?
No. Actually, this would be a fun game. Both of you guess what it is, and then whenever it gets unveiled, there'll be some nominal prize.
Guess what the deal was?
That you closed?
Yeah.
I think it has something to
What did I buy?
do with China and
NFTs.
the currency that's on the internet. What's it called?
NFTs, right?
Cryptocurrency in China.
Okay.
What's an NFT? Am I crazy? What does that mean?
Non-fungible token.
Okay, there we go. I was right.
I didn't know what that
This is my
meant.
little nerd right here.
Okay, so that's what we
It
think
wasn't an
is.
NFT. I gotta be
Non-NFT.
honest. Yeah.
Oh. Oh wait, I'm like tripping now for real. I honestly thought for sure it was that or music.
Definitely not music. Definitely.
No, this is an American Horror Story.
A record deal for Laura.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, yeah.
All
That's what I
right,
thought.
we're announcing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I bought her a record label, the whole thing.
Oh,
whole
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
So what would you do with $1
Talent.
billion for real?
What would I do with it?
Like, what would you do if you got $1 billion right now, tax free? What would you do with $1 billion?
tax-free.
Tax
everything.
free. I just
Wow.
blacked
Tax
out.
free. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But tax free. Do it. What do you think?
What would I do with it?
Yeah. What would you do with that? Like, everyone has to have an answer.
I feel like no one in this room can say solve world hunger because one, you couldn't do that with $1 billion, but two, you can't say some bullshit like that.
I agree. No,
Take charity
agreed.
work out of it.
Oh,
Right,
trust me,
right, right.
that wasn't going to be my
Okay.
first.
Okay, Jeremy. How heartless of you, sir.
Doesn't even pretend.
Never did- No.
I would feed. No.
No, don't try
No,
it. This
bitch.
isn't a pageant. This is reality.
Right,
I
right,
think one of my first purchases will be a yacht. I'm a salt girl. I'm a water
You
girl.
are.
I'm an
You're a
ocean
salt
girl.
babe.
Fucking loves
Salt
it,
babe.
y'all.
Okay,
God.
yacht.
A yacht.
I talk
A yacht.
about yacht
Yacht.
money, and I have been talking about yacht money since it was very annoying. Like 17-year-old Jeremy. Yacht money. Fuck off, Jeremy.
Fuck
Yacht
yeah.
money. I've
Yeah.
never heard
Okay.
of this before.
So-
Boats
stole
are
mine.
one of the
That's
most fascinating, expensive motherfuckers on earth. Boats, big boats. It's shocking.
It's also just like expensive to park your big boat.
Literally.
Yeah.
We wanted to buy a boat for not $1 billion, not a yacht, but like a boat where you could like maybe spend one night on two people.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
like a boat.
Like a 4th of July fun boat.
Oh, cute.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could take to Catalina Island. And what we
Right.
realized to like park it at Marina Del Rey, we were like, why don't we just buy another house? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
Why would you
right.
do that?
Right.
So imagine a yacht. Imagine like a big, like that.
Yeah, but when you get into yacht territory, I feel like you're not really
It's
adding
so
up the
true.
pennies.
It's so freaking true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not.
It's
You're not
true.
picking at
Yeah.
pennies at the
You're
point.
not going, oh, I could buy a second property.
Yeah, no,
you
you're
have
not.
one.
You gotta
You
have
have
it.
one.
You're
You have
right.
$1 billion.
You're so
Yeah.
right. All right, mine's yacht. What's yours?
You only get to pick one?
Let's pick one. Like one thing you would
one.
definitely buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what you would like
Okay,
do with it.
God.
Honestly, for me, it's not even necessarily something I would buy. I would probably like stop like killing myself for the socials. I would probably like stop uploading.
I would never be seen again.
I would never be seen again. You would have to unearth me after 20 years. But I think for me, it would be like I would like just continue with the podcast. And,
But
like,
what would you
do that
buy?
only.
We don't care. What would you buy?
I'll buy my parents a house.
No, I
Yes.
said no charity work.
That's not charity work.
What would you
Okay.
buy for you?
Okay, how about I buy like a small island?
Do you guys see how hard it is to get to
A
the good
small
stuff?
island. I'll
Just
buy
a
a
real
small
answer.
island that we can all like live on. Me,
Okay.
me and my family.
All right, I'll
a little
buy it.
island.
I love it, Lauren.
I would probably buy like the Four Seasons in Bora Bora or something. Like I'd buy a whole
What a
ass
great answer.
resort somewhere
Can you-
tropical.
Can you like? Is $1 billion enough for that?
Jeremy,
to
I
be.
feel like you might would know that.
I don't know that.
$1 billion would that cover the Bora Bora Four Seasons?
No, I
Have you been to Bora Bora Four Seasons? So have we.
Oh wait, was that a brand trip? Yes.
We've been
Oh
twice.
my god, I missed that brand trip. I
been
got
3
invited and I couldn't go.
Wait, why didn't you
What?
go?
You didn't go?
I was coming home from this is gonna sound bougie as fuck, but I was coming home from another trip and
yeah.
yeah.
Darn it.
I know. But I have been before and it was
One time,
amazing.
me and Manny went to Bora Bora Four Seasons, came home for 24 hours, and then flew to Fiji for a week.
Wow. What's it like to be rich?
Okay, first of all,
Bougie as hell.
the feature trip was a brand trip.
Okay.
Beach was a brand trip.
Okay.
Bora Bora was.
For us.
That was for us. That was currently
Yeah.
that was our funness.
A little R&R.
But honestly, I will say Bora Bora, like Four Seasons, is like the best place I've ever been. In my
And
life.
if you're the
100%
IRS,
ever
it was a
been.
work trip, is what it was.
Baby, it was a work
Yeah.
trip.
Did
It
you
was a
post on
work trip.
Instagram? It's a work trip.
Of course we did.
Vlog,
Tag,
Instagram,
too.
tag, all of it.
Yeah.
Vlogging the whole thing.
That's
Okay.
a work trip.
I
That's
love
a
that.
business
I also want to go to
A great
Seychelles,
place
Bora
to
Bora.
buy. A great place
Yeah.
to purchase.
Thank you.
Again, if you can't get
I love
that one,
that.
like the island next door.
Yeah, I have the island, so
Yeah.
yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has the island next door, so.
That's great. And you have the boat to get there.
And
And so what do you get? A helicopter, a plane.
PJ.
No.
You could have made this come full
You could have made it
No.
so
you guys
good.
were gonna have to take my yacht there.
No, I would split it down 80-20. I'd buy 80% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum.
Fucking nerd.
With $1 billion?
Why do you need more money?
Jeremy.
Okay, well that doesn't tell you guys you should invest in those
Are
things,
you
I suppose.
kidding me?
What do you mean? Then I could buy all these things, but forever, because they just continue to go up.
Yeah, but how long? But like, when would you?
When would
Get
you
to
enjoy
cash
your money? How
out.
about
When
when
would
you
you
enjoy
cash
your
out?
I would
money?
never sell Bitcoin. Never. We hold.
You're gonna die with Bitcoin.
Yes.
Hodl.
Yes, absolutely. But what would I buy first? I don't know. But no one would ever hear from me again. I'm out.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think I might be out, guys.
I'm
I might
out.
be out
I'm
too.
out.
You
Yeah,
guys,
I'm
low
out.
key. If I get a billion, I think I'm.
I would love to turn the $1 billion into $100 billion, and then I can make some real change.
See,
But,
that's the thing.
See,
Very
that's when
Bill
the real
Gates.
changes happen.
Very
Yeah.
Bill Gates
Exactly.
of you.
I love
Totally.
how we're like, yeah, $1 billion is just not enough
because $1
anymore.
billion
It's
gives you
not.
the ultimate power of no. You
Yeah.
never have to say yes to any bullshit again. Because
Yes, that's fuck you money.
I don't need to do that
It's
job.
fuck you
It's
money.
fuck you
So I'll
money.
spend my
Yeah.
time
That's
doing
fuck you money.
exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life. And
Which could be
lifetimes
good.
for your family to come.
Yeah, and then like that small condo for your house, for your family that you wanted to buy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I get the chunk
Charity
change of a
work.
condo.
Charity work.
Yeah.
Charity
You're like,
work.
I get like a beach, not even an island. I get a beach.
Right.
That's it.
I love it.
You're the worst.
Oh,
You're the worst.
That was a really fun fantasy game we just played.
I love
God.
that. I feel like I would want to solve world hunger though.
You want to solve world hunger?
I would literally.
You're
I
gonna,
would save
punch me in the
every
fucking
dog.
face.
It's
she
coming.
wants a punch.
It's not because I don't want to solve world hunger.
It's literally no, I know, but it's like it reminds me of have you seen Miss Congeniality?
Yes.
Literally, that's
I
what it is.
don't
That's what it
think
is. Yeah.
about-
I'm like, let's be real on the podcast. Let's not congeniality.
Yeah,
it.
let's
You
not
know what I mean?
like what's your favorite
This
date?
isn't for good PR.
what would you do
What's
if you
your
owed somebody
favorite
$1 billion?
What if someone owed me $1 billion?
Yeah.
Kill
No.
them.
What if you What if you owed somebody $1 billion?
If I owed someone
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
my
your
God.
answer. Kill them.
Yeah.
kill them.
Kill them.
Kill
Obviously,
them.
if they're after me,
How did I get in this Ace family debt?
I don't. How did you get here, Laura? How did you get to this?
I knew.
debt?
I
had a
knew.
feeling.
We were talking
I had
about
a feeling.
this. I knew it. I was like,
Okay,
shit.
y'all just saw,
Yeah.
baby. The bank owns the property.
They about to be evicted.
The eviction is happening, but they have what 30, 60 days?
Ty looked it up. In California, you have 30, 60 days to like have the eviction go through. So it's like 2 more months.
So someone was telling
So
me that they'll
Christmas
have to
time.
buy back their property from the bank. They have a year to do it, but it's
Oh.
at full price. Like you have to like become
At
suddenly
16 million or like 8? The half of it, whatever it is.
I think it's whatever they owe on the mortgage
got it.
or whatever.
Oh.
They have to buy it back from the bank though.
For a whole like,
They have a year to do it. I
so they
think.
can live there for another year.
No. Oh no, they get in the fucking boot.
Okay, got it.
Like I think that it's owned by the bank for a year.
But
Got
do,
it.
like, do they get the first right to buy it before anybody else?
Probably.
You
That's probably what it
think?
is.
I don't think they.
I don't
wa-
think they
I don't know why
would.
the bank would
Yeah.
give them.
What if we go
anything.
in together and just buy the house and end this thing?
You said it's $9
I don't
million.
want- I don't want that
Oh, let me
shit.
just-
Well, the
You're
deal.
close in
Remember that
big
deal?
deals.
Yeah.
There's
That
gonna be a
deal.
commishi somewhere
A
in there.
commishi.
Oh, I love a commishi.
We love
We
a commishi.
love
we
a
do love a commishi. We do.
We love commissions.
Yeah. We'll circle back on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
Cool. We
it.
have 3 months.
3 months to figure
No,
it
we
out.
have
for the
12.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we got
I have
plenty
3
of time.
months till the NDA.
We better
Plenty of
start uploading more videos.
We better,
Q4, baby, let's go.
Yeah. Fortunately, the podcast game is really lucrative.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, we are grateful to be in the podcast game now.
We
I
are
remember you guys
grateful.
last
Isn't
time.
podcast game fun?
It's
so
much fun.
So fun.
It's not even a joke. We were saying
Yeah.
on your guys' podcast, like how I went over and we were talking about, we did a podcast and like, I was like, I want to do a podcast. And now me and Laura have a fucking full-blown podcast.
Literally afterwards, you're like, I'm doing a podcast.
I was
Like
I'm doing
after.
it. Period.
I can't imagine a more fun way to like make a business. This is like
Right?
a good time.
Well, it's fun because I also feel like the cool thing about doing a podcast is like I feel like I'm a. What are you giggling about? You fucking from you following? I knew from her following. I knew.
I have the worst there's ADD, so when people talk, I think about everything. And I told him before we started, I was like, I'm going to start snickering randomly because I fell in the parking lot, and that's going to keep coming back to me. I'm sorry.
No, I knew as soon as I was like, she's laughing about her fall.
I was hoping you didn't hear me.
She's laughing about her fall. And honestly, I lost my train of thought. But what I was saying is that like I love podcasts because I feel like we can be even more like deep and open about like literally anything. And even us, like we're talking about like topics that like we would literally never talk. You think we would talk about the Ace family on our personal channels?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
You absolutely
I'm
not.
Brad friendly.
Right?
on our channels. I am a good Christian woman.
I knew you were going to
I
say
knew that was
that.
coming. I know.
How do you not know that?
A good Christian woman, but
I'm
here
a
it
good
comes.
Christian woman.
I was
Who
either
grew up.
Christian woman or a Christian gay. I wasn't sure which was coming.
Okay, well, either or.
That was a
Either
bit
or.
one of those is a bit of a that's a tough
I
subject.
thought
sometimes.
there was. I thought, can you not be Christian and gay? I don't
Well, of course you can.
You
Yeah,
can.
that's
You
what I
can
thought.
absolutely
Yeah.
Christian gay.
Yeah.
I feel like I am Christian and gay.
That's
I grew up Mormon, which is called under Christianity.
Oh yeah, no, it's depending on what region of the United States you ask.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
different opinion.
Oh, yes. It depends. If we're not on the coast.
He's been in
Right.
California for a really long
The closer
time.
we
My
are
whole
to the
life.
center.
He's
yeah.
been in California his entire life.
Oh, yeah. So
I grew up in San Diego, so
right.
I'm
head over
Christian
to
gay.
only used
Arkansas
to-
and ask them, and they might have a different opinion.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Nothing against Arkansas, great place. Thank
We
you.
love Arkansas.
Thank you for Walmart.
Go raise your backs.
The number one.
How did you know that?
Yeah, I was gonna say wow.
SEC.
Football teams.
Yeah.
Football.
SEC.
Yeah.
What does SEC stand for?
Southern Eastern Conference.
SEC.
Oh, sorry. Yes. What did you think I was saying?
I've been thinking it was SCC this whole time.
too, yeah.
Southern
That's me.
Climate Change.
That's what that
So it's
means.
the
Which
Southern
is
Climate
true
It
also.
is, that is
They're big on
happening
that.
too. Yes.
Which is also very true.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I did have a question for the pod. I wanted to know how you guys met and like
Yes,
how you guys started like
we
talking.
did. That's one of our
That was one of our
questions.
questions that we wanted to like
Wait, I
know
feel
how
like,
it happened.
do you not know this story?
I do know it.
I was gonna
wanted
say,
to
okay,
see
okay,
what.
okay.
I don't know, so
I know
I'm
she
all
doesn't
ears.
know.
Yeah.
I know, but honestly, it's been a while since you told me, to be honest.
Okay,
It's
okay,
been
okay.
a long time.
Well, I monetized it.
What?
I monetized it.
What do you?
I'm kidding.
I was like, how proper of you.
Go ahead.
No, you start.
No, you start.
You start.
You start. Okay.
No, you
So I used to work at a company that distributed music, and I specialized in finding YouTubers who were very good at music, very good.
Good at music.
Some
Okay.
better than others, and I would convince their manager or team or whatever to distribute that music through my company. And so her management, she also has a very, very reputable management company. So I was talking to her managers about like basically, doing an overall deal, and they handed me quite a slate of talent, including the DIY queen.
Courting. Yes.
And so,
Roast yourself rap.
yeah,
Yes, the
so it's
roast
DIY queen
yourself.
I
first.
was gonna mention
DIY
that
first,
because
yeah.
that was iconic.
It was fucking iconic as fuck.
The roast yourself rap.
It was so good. I
worked
remember you
with
tagged
a
me in
lot
the
of
description.
Traditional,
I was like,
legitimate
never
musicians, and she made quite a bit more money than a lot of them. So success-wise,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was well filmed too for the music
it was
video.
great.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, thank
Baby,
you.
you
it
crushed it.
cost money for that video. I know.
That-
it did.
that video
Baby, I
cost
know it cost some fucking
money.
coin.
No, yeah,
Money.
we invested a fat coin into that.
Well
that
done.
video.
it looked great though. But
Yeah.
that-
Thank you.
but
Uh-huh.
I was like the guy on the business side of that, so I didn't know her, but I knew her manager.
And so like
You're like-
basically and so basically like when I uploaded a song, his team was the one who would like put it onto like platforms to distribute. So like the
Spotify,
Spotify, the
Apple.
Apple, all that
TikTok
stuff,
and shit.
Not
Before
TikTok,
it was
yeah.
TikTok, but like putting it
TikTok.
on there.
Yeah, to like listen to it or whatever. So my assistant and him would like chat and talk and coordinate, and we talked on the phone once. And so he mentioned something about being engaged.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, cool, like fun or whatever. I
Yeah.
was in another relationship. My sister and I 100% thought that he was gay.
Uh huh.
And then
Wasn't the first,
Makes
not the
sense.
last.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
And I don't know how this came about, but we somehow found, my sister and I found a video of him singing with his fiance, who
Creepers.
was a female.
Just creeping.
And so we're like, oh shit. I was like, one, really fucking
Was it the
great
Disney
singer.
one?
Yes.
Oh
yes!
my
yes,
God.
Yes. Jeremy was just telling me about.
How you
I
texted me about
texted
this?
him about it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
how is it that before I knew Jeremy, it was screenshot on my phone from 2015.
Yeah.
It was just a screenshot of, this,
What? That is
of literally just a screenshot. And I was like,
hysterical.
what? And I was deleting photos.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I was like, I'm never deleting this photo. I was shook.
I just love that it has like the little timestamp next to it.
That's
It's
the one.
like,
And I was like,
Wow.
What
That
the
is
fuck?
How did that happen? Coincidence?
No, I probably
Just-
I loved like those medleys back in the day. Like
Okay.
I was like I was into Glee and shit.
And so you like ran into it with him singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing.
So you exactly.
Thanks for the views.
Uh-huh.
2015. So we saw that and we're like, oh shit, like really great singer, incredible, sounds like a Disney prince, also engaged to a female. Okay, whatever, like noted.
Right.
And then past that, I mean, that was kind of like the end of like working together.
Right, because the song passed around. Like
yeah,
you were
whatever.
done.
It was done, whatever. And then 2 years went by.
Some amount of time, yeah.
Yeah, engagement. Kaput.
Got it.
Put.
Put.
It ended.
Ended.
Warm up round over. And
Warm up round over.
Yeah. And
Wait, what? Warm up round.
Yeah.
Warm
Prepping
up
for the
round
real
over.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Just
a warm up
Getting the
round.
kinks
Yeah,
out.
just getting
Yeah.
the kinks
Got
out.
it,
Yeah,
yes.
straighten it all out.
Figuring it out.
I was single and I literally was like, I'd been single for like, I don't know, like a couple months.
6
I was
days.
like, yeah, I was like, hi, because I came out of the relationship and I'm like a notorious serial dater. And so I was like, I'm in LA, I'm single, I've like got my shit together. Like I am ready to be a
You're like, I'm gonna hoe. Yeah, I'm gonna hoe around.
Be a hoe.
Yeah, hell
and
yeah.
so got on all the dating apps. I was on Hinge, I was on Bumble, I was on Raya.
Tinder.
Didn't download Tinder.
Okay.
Tinder feels a
You
little
weren't there
scary to me.
yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
there yet.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you act like you're too good for Tinder. You've Tindered.
I've Tindered in the past.
Okay, yeah.
But I
But
just feel
not
like
recent, like the recent.
Bumble, Hinge, and Raya were like 3 is a lot. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3, and that's like it's already too
That's
much.
yeah,
It's a big
lot.
rotation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a big rotation. So I got on the apps and I had been like on a few dates, and you walk through the process.
No, you're going to keep going.
You're like, and you're gonna keep going.
Okay. So he saw me on Raya, but I feel like you don't
Okay.
actually message people on Raya
No.
because like it's a weird platform. It's a weird
It's
fucking app.
strange. I have Ryan. It's like very strange.
Yeah, it's like also you get matched people in like New York and London
That's
and
weird.
And like
Australia.
literally like the most random places. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah. So he
Oh, next
saw
time
me.
in Paris, we'll go out
Yeah,
for
we'll
brunch.
Yeah,
link up.
exactly.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Not super helpful. So this was super helpful though because he saw me on Raya. Was like, oh, she's single now. I recognize her. What did you think when like you saw me?
What a
Yeah,
stunning
what did you
single
think?
woman.
I thought.
You're like, oh, that's a fucking DIY.
Damn, she fine foot. She fine. She a
I
baddie.
think it was just.
She a little
I remember
baddie.
her. Oh, she's hot. Oh, single. Okay, great. Go to work.
How a man's brain works.
Go to
Yeah.
work. Okay, got it. So you just
Yeah.
mansplained to me how
Yeah.
it worked. Got it. Okay.
Mansplained.
And so I went to Instagram and threw a DM there.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, mind you, I have her phone number. I have her email. I have her assistant's email. I have her
Okay.
manager. You have all those things.
You played it cool.
But you don't use those.
Those are like work things though.
Yeah.
It's
Work
not
things.
like
Work things.
This is personal things.
And she actively ignored.
No,
That
I
DM.
didn't
She read it?
see
Did she read it?
No, I did not read it. I didn't see it.
oh.
I
didn't
see
see it.
how often this girl scans
Bitch,
her
don't
DMs
you fucking
to make
even-
sure that she
don't
doesn't
even-
potentially
don't
miss
even.
one
Motherfucker, don't
well-placed
even.
dick
No,
pic in the
no,
DMs.
no,
I mean,
right,
she's
same,
in there.
same.
No,
And so for her to miss
no,
this when I was
no,
verified is
no.
just very, very.
And you're verified?
No, okay, wait, listen. 3 years ago, they didn't have the filter where it filtered out people who were verified.
Yes,
So it just gets
yes.
fucking like drowned
Slammed. It gets
out.
slammed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, I then saw him. So this is happening. There's like a DM just sunken in the DMs. Okay,
Uh-huh. It's
never
in the
saw it.
hole. Uh-huh.
It's in the hole. And I saw him on Hinge,
Oh.
and I messaged him on Hinge.
She said, "Let me go to
my
work."
God.
First, hit
So
me.
you're like,
my
what?
God.
When you see this message, you're like,
You're like, dude, I literally DM'd you.
I
was-
thought,
you to hear my pickup line.
oh,
wait. What?
Okay, I'm gonna scream. Tell me right now.
This is
Lauren,
the cutest
tell
story
us.
ever. I'm obsessed.
She goes-
I'm obsessed too.
She goes, "Hey, friend."
oh my, not
That's it.
friend.
Just hey, friend. Nothing says
Hey,
it like
friend.
that. Nothing says.
For so long,
Like-
I didn't know what to do.
A mood.
And fortunately for all of us, in particular us, I was drunk at the time. Otherwise, if I was sober, I assure you would have been like, wait, so
You would have
She was friends with me.
overanalyzed.
She
You would
would've
have
been like-
overanalyzed that friend
Exactly. I'd
part.
have been like, wait, so I DM'd her, she ignores it, and then hits me here and says, hey, friend. She's just trying to keep the awkward off by like making contact
Yeah.
and moving
Totally,
on. Like,
and
oh,
moving forward.
hey, what's up? And moving on. Thank God I was drunk and I was like, what's up? How are you? What's going on? Let's like hang out next week. Like
Oh my God,
immediately.
he came on
No.
so strong.
Immediately.
And because he was drunk and when he got the message, he was
Right.
like, hey, like, what's up? I'd love to take you for dinner. What are you doing on Tuesday? And then so he's sent those all like late at night because he was drinking and I had already been to bed. And like, I also like didn't have my notifications on. So I wouldn't like actively get messages or whatever on my home screen.
Right.
So like when I would open up the app, I saw
Lots of
that he
excuses
had,
here.
double message and was like, what did you say?
A
Something so
double
fucking
message?
awkward.
I said something along the lines of like, after you didn't answer for 12 hours, like, all right, I'll go fuck myself. Like,
Yeah, it was like
something along the
something
lines
like-
of
I love
yeah,
that.
I do too.
Oh my God. But it was like,
yeah, okay or not.
yeah, it was something like that. Like, okay, like, no, like, I guess not. Like, it's totally okay if like, you don't want to. Like, if not, it's totally fine.
I think it was a little bit more concise than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying because that when guys tell you, I'm like, ew.
Yeah. I think I like said.
You're
I
like,
think
it's
I
a little
woke
better
up,
than that.
Right. I think I woke up sober and was like, okay, this could go back to a work relationship. So let's just button this up and be like, yeah, okay or not.
Love
Be
it.
like, or we just be
Love it.
coworkers.
Or like we could just
just be
like
coworkers.
be like distant colleagues.
Yeah, exactly.
And like
hey,
do this in Soho. Hey, what's
hey,
up?
you.
Like, but then
It almost like freaked me out how interested he was.
I mean, I would be freaked out too.
only,
in like a
only
sweet
you
way.
would be like, I was just like kind of weirded out because like you seemed interested.
It sounds like trauma to me.
That sounds like fucking drama.
Trauma to me, and we have trauma.
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 Okay.
Dude, what?
And
And
What do you mean? And then now here we are.
wait,
Yeah.
did you
Jeremy,
wait? No, I need
I feel
more in
there's
between.
more.
So did you end up hitting him up and like, no, like let's get dinner?
Yeah, it was basically like, I was like, oh my God, like this is so awkward, like double message. I was like, yeah, like I'd love to get dinner, like let's do it.
yeah, I guess okay. Yeah.
You're like, sure, I guess. And luckily, you already like had known who he was, so you knew he wasn't like a fucking psycho.
And so
Yeah.
I was
So it
also like,
helps.
my goal in dating apps was to like go on dates with people that I had like a mutual friend with or something.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
hadn't
yeah.
gone out with any strangers yet. So I was like, oh, I'll totally like give
You're
this
not
a
gonna
shot.
get murdered.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I
if you
have
are,
your
at
work
least you know the
email.
person.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
could
yeah,
be like
yeah.
a trail back
Yeah.
to you in
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's
The
Here
rest
we
is
are.
history.
Here we are.
And
Here we
you
are.
are. And how many years later is this?
Almost 3.
Oh my god.
Three.
I know.
It's wild. I feel like it's been like a blink of an eye.
I do too,
In like
kind
a weird
of.
way. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I've just known you guys together for so long.
It's like one
the other
pandemic
day
in
we
a
were
year.
laying in bed and I was like, will this like November be 2
He's
years
like,
or
oh my god,
3
it's almost like
years?
2 years, and I'm like, 2 fucking years. It's almost 3 years.
I feel like the pandemic blacked out a year for me.
It did.
absolutely.
It did.
Right.
I'm
We're
not
all
even
missing
30.
a
And it
year in
delays
our
a ring
life.
at least a year or two, for sure. Maybe 3.
I'm sorry, what?
What
Delays
would
a
you say?
ring for like at
Oh,
least
delays
2
a
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah, for like 3 years or so. Yeah.
I had a nightmare the other night that Jeremy got me an engagement ring that was a ping pong ball wrapped in twine.
What the fuck? Of all things.
Very crafty.
Craft. Craftopia. This is Craftopia season 3.
Yeah.
And like he went with some of our like mutual guy friends and they all were like in support of the twine wrapped
They're
ping
like,
pong
wow,
ball.
love a frugal man.
And I was like, fuck all of y'all for setting me up like this.
And so it was like a
Wow.
ring and like a ping pong table.
It was like, so it was a,
ping
the,
pong
like
ball.
the rock of like where a rock would be like
was a
was the
ping
ping pong
pong
ball.
ball.
And the ping pong ball was wrapped in twine.
Gorgeous.
Stunning.
That's like
Stunning.
thoughtful of me.
You know, I do.
It's giving cheap.
It's giving
It's
share.
giving share.
Yeah, it's giving share. No, honestly, that's
frugal,
haunting.
economical,
No, I would say it's giving cheap.
cost effective.
I'm thinking
It's
more
serving
cheap.
Michael's.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
giving Michael's
It's
and
giving
Joanne's.
Michael's.
Okay. All right. Well,
But I literally love that. Like that's good. I was like, I haven't heard that story in so long. So I was like,
I've never heard that
I
story,
wanna
and
hear it.
honestly,
She
I
brings the
wasn't even.
notebook out.
I know. I wasn't even talking their
Come
whole
on, 5
story, so
star.
I'm like, I was
no, because
fascinated.
she was like, oh my god, this story's so great, and I'm like,
Okay,
I've
wait,
heard of
engagement. What do you guys think of Courtney and Travis being engaged?
Oh my
Now
god,
that we're already
big
here.
fan.
like, shout out to their prenup lawyer. That's fantastic. The man's getting paid.
She's never been married. I forgot that her and Scott
didn't
had
know that,
never
though, at
been
first.
married.
Wait, I
I
forgot, too.
know. Yeah.
She's 42,
I
getting
know.
married, showing women start your life when you want to.
Oh, this is the first marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
first marriage.
All right, I'm in.
At 42.
Yeah.
42.
I'm in.
I think it's freaking amazing.
People are saying Travis did in 11 months what Scott couldn't do in 11 years.
Wow. Honestly, a burn. Mind you, technically, we don't technically know these people.
We have no
There's
idea
that
what's
too.
happening. We have no
Did you
idea.
see-
You guys are in a
Did you
Trav and
see
K.
that? Did you see that Travis's ex posted a story on the day and was like closed for emotional maintenance or whatever
Wait, you're
today?
kidding.
On the day that they got engaged. Yeah.
Part of me is like, they've been dating for like 11 months. Girl, you still got emotional. And haven't they been apart for like a long time?
But also,
thought
like,
so.
why would you put
Also,
that out?
why
in
would
the
you
world?
post that?
Yeah.
Like, you're, oh, hey, give me space, but also pay attention
Everybody
to me.
attention
Also,
to
like,
me.
I
Yeah.
need space, guys. Give me time. But DM me still.
Yeah.
But still respond to my DM.
Yeah, that's,
medium
that's
Like,
not
that's
good
a
look.
little strange to me.
There was 2 ways to go. There was
Post it on
that.
TMZ.
It was that way, or there was, I'm so happy for you. Period. Done.
Or
Done.
say nothing. Literally.
Or
just
Or
shut
literally
the
mind your own
fuck
fucking
up.
business.
Unbothered.
Unbothered. That's the best way to
bad look.
go.
If anything, if I was bought like that, I would just do it like that. I'd be
That's
like, very
what
like,
Scott's doing right
congrats,
now.
Period.
'Cause it-
Over.
Scott's doing that right now.
Is that
Because
what he did?
doing?
I mean, he's unbothered.
Unbothered.
Like he's quiet.
See, but like, why wouldn't you be like that?
Because he's
It
already
doesn't make
gotten
sense.
caught up and got in trouble
Right.
with this whole thing. You guys remember whenever he DM'd Courtney's other ex?
You're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
And then that guy screenshotted it and like went off on Scott publicly because Scott had talked shit about this guy, and then Scott's like, "What do you think about her and Travis?" And he's like, "Dude, you
Yeah.
just
That's
shit
right.
talked
That's
to
right.
me."
Oh my god, yeah, like fucking.
Yeah, so he's
Sit
like,
down.
You know,
That's
he learned his
weird.
lesson.
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
So now he's shutting up.
She looks so happy.
Okay, wait. We asked when did they meet? Okay.
Huh.
Well, do you feel like YouTube has changed, Jeremy?
I was like, come on, PR.
Now that I'm on the platform,
Now that you're here.
oddly enough, YouTube feels very unbothered by my presence.
It's all the same.
Same shit, different day.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is a real
Well, honestly,
question.
we honestly had only written it down because it was like, I felt like recently I was asked like, oh, do you feel like when you started YouTube and YouTube now, like, do you feel like it's changed? And I was like, yeah, I do feel like it's a completely different time.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
little timeline. So I thought I was going to ask you because I was like, I think you've been doing it even longer than I has.
I'm 9 years.
7.
7. Okay.
8.
Also,
8.
oh, then perfect.
Do-do-do.
1.
Okay, but like from a business side, like I think it's valued more than ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Absolutely.
Like someone on the
perspective.
buying side,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it is a legitimate thing that we like are focused on.
Yeah.
So like
That's true.
I don't know
That's
what
Like
that
ad
counts
buys,
for.
you mean like for
No,
people
like,
buying ads,
like
stuff
finding
that?
a way to like use someone's channel is like, hey, we are going to like support you through what you do in your audience, and not so like bullshit like television ad. Just
Yeah.
Right, like influencer marketing.
like yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
it.
Did you see? We'll come back to this. We'll circle back.
Yep.
Did you see that Instagram rolled out that you can do 60-second stories now without it cutting at 15?
You're joking.
So just a full 60?
The
Baby,
rants are gonna
I'm
be
never
just-
going to shut the fuck up.
I already can't even stop now.
Ever. The most
can't even stop now.
iconic rant that ever happened.
Oh,
I can't believe
Do you remember that?
Do you know who Amrezy is?
yeah.
Okay.
So, years ago.
She needed the 60-second story.
She needed the 60-second back then. So she was like kind of going off about a situation that she was like involved in with another friend.
Okay.
And she had like, I think the most iconic go off on stories of all time.
It's still quoted.
in the beauty space
It's
of all
still
time.
quoted.
And I was just like wondering if you had ever seen that. Have you ever seen that or ever
hang
heard
on,
of that
hang
back
on.
in the day?
I've heard of it.
When I hear about the
show.
beauty,
Let's give
Yeah.
a
industry
Jeremy,
in general,
when you hear the beauty world, what do you think?
What do you think when you hear beauty
I
world?
cower in the corner because there are
In
some
fear?
big personalities in the beauty room. Yes, I hear horror stories.
Right. Honestly, the beauty space is
All the stories are from us.
it's
Yeah, right. It's this Manny
Laura. Fuck.
And so does gravity just not impact her?
Not her. Not on Resi.
No,
it
doesn't
sure
impact
does
her.
not.
She doesn't care about
Congrats.
gravity.
Flawless.
Physics, huh?
Doesn't
Physically
count. Not in
blessed.
her
I don't
world.
do physics.
Physically blessed.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't do gravity or physics. But yeah, the beauty community in general, it's like kind of a shit show. It's been
Kind
more of a
of.
shit show in the past.
It's calmed down
I feel like
since
it's calmed
me and
down a
me.
bit.
Since I switched over to lifestyle, it calmed down.
Oh, got it.
I don't
Since
know
your
if I had
switch.
anything to do with it. Just a coincidence.
Since you become a lifestyle vlogger.
Everybody chilled the fuck out.
Okay,
It just
got
seems
it,
so
got it.
cutthroat.
Cut the road.
Because like everyone who's a content creator has to make a product, and the product has to
Yes.
do well. It
Right.
has to do better than the person over here. And it's just
Yes.
like, oh my god, there's like a ton of people in the world, all have faces.
Yes.
Seems like there's probably enough to go around.
For everyone.
For everyone.
Did you ever feel like, was it ever like that in the lifestyle world? Like, do you guys ever
Oh my god.
stop? I literally thought it was the most sweetest, like nothing
I thought
like
it was
this.
sweet.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to tell you. Okay, so 2015, 2016 lifestyle community was fucking cutthroat.
You're
But
kidding.
silently cutthroat. Like that's like the most shocking part is that it wasn't cutthroat that ever like leaked to people. It was just
Okay.
like happening like within the community.
And what's new? What's changed?
Is it less cutthroat or is it more cutthroat?
I would say it's less.
Okay.
It's less now for sure.
I think it's less bothered, but equally as silently bitchy.
That's true for sure. For sure.
Ooh,
For sure.
in the lifestyle community?
Yeah, people are bitchy for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, but people just like care less.
Okay.
Got it.
People
I
care
think
less.
that's in the beauty community, people care less now too.
But like we were like the opposite of silent. Like everything was like
Everyone-
the opposite.
Everyone knew everything.
Like what
everyone
is
knew
the opposite
everything.
of silent? Loud.
You're loud.
Everything new.
Screaming.
Screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
So like a good example
Give me an
is
example.
is like so
With
And we can
names.
start with names, yeah.
With
Let's
names.
start with names.
oh my god. Today is
We need a
not
list
the
of
day.
names.
When I said silent, when I said silent bitchiness
Let's start with
happening
people
on
that
the
you
low.
collaborated with.
Yeah,
and
yes.
we'll go
We'll
backwards
go
from
back.
there.
So I'll pull up the video.
Actually, you're fucking right. You're fucking right. Some of it isn't as silent anymore. For example, like we used to make these overly saturated, like disgusting videos where like you prance around acting like your life's all perfect, right? Like it was literally prancing.
That's what it was. And it was
That's
like
what it was.
oversaturated. Like I remember seeing those
Oversaturated as
videos.
fuck. And so like when someone would find an editing plugin for Final Cut that would like help boost the saturation, they would
The
gatekeep.
fucking saturation of lifestyle people. I'm blacking out. The saturation.
was like
That was us.
shocking.
Yep.
That was us. And so like people would find a plugin that was really good and they would gatekeep it and like not want to share it and like lie to people about what their settings were and stuff like that. Like it was shit like that. Or like, I mean, we were realistically all making the same videos, right?
Yeah.
Like DIY hacks for living your best life.
Yeah.
Like DIY ways
Back
to
to
get
school,
healthy. Back
10
to
ways.
school,
Morning
DIY
routine.
binders.
Hairstyles.
Literally, so we were all making the same videos, but girls would always pick another girl, especially like ones that were doing really well, to be like, I had that video planned for next weekend and you posted it this weekend, you copied me and you have to take it down.
My God.
That happens to the beauty community too.
Yeah.
Shut up.
With
Does it
reviews.
actually?
With reviews.
Oh, it was
Don't forget a review of
Reviews.
first.
Right. Oh, so you like you race to try it.
That used to be
Yeah.
a huge thing. It was like trying to race to get like see who would get the video up first.
Yeah.
People did that with Black Friday hauls. Like they would go Black Friday shopping.
yeah.
They wake up at the crack of ass in the morning.
What I got for Christmas.
Wait.
What I got for Christmas.
Wait. Crack of ass.
Crack of ass.
Let's go back to crack of ass.
in the morning.
Crack of dawn.
The crack of ass in the
the
morning.
ass crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn.
Crack
I just
of
want to throw that
dawn.
out there.
I forget what I'm even saying now. The crack of ass of done. I forget what I even say. Anyway, people would like wake up super early, go Black Friday shopping. They would edit and like just what I got for Christmas. Like I know girls that would go to their boyfriend's Christmas, drive home after getting gifts, film and edit their video, get it up, and like go back to Christmas. Like people were insane
Are you fucking kidding me?
about it. Insane.
See, I couldn't date it. I don't think I could have dated you during this period.
I wasn't like that. Like I like never like committed that.
You were never like
much.
Right.
consumed
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
no. And I luckily was never like, because I was like mid-tier popular. Like I wasn't
Okay.
like one of the girls. No, but like
I feel like Lauren was like
I plead the
honestly
fifth.
one of the most popular.
I did too.
Oh my God,
I did-
that's
You're
But also, like,
annoying.
maybe,
So
but do you think
she
maybe because like
definitely-
DIY was different than like lifestyle?
Yeah,
Maybe
because like
it was like a
okay,
different
okay.
section.
like they were all like doing
Adjacent?
like skits and shit like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And so
Skits,
I was
and
like,
you
yes,
were
like
more
in
so
school, like they were like in
Yes.
schools, like in the classroom, like
yes. Oh my God, yes.
yeah, I
Literally.
remember
Oh my
those
God, I'm having
things.
flashbacks. PTSD.
I'm like having PTSD just thinking about
like
it.
the trauma.
When they're writing and there's
the
like
trauma.
the like intros when they're like in school, like 10 back to school hacks.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
they're like by
yes.
the board like this.
And like we would literally all go to
Yeah.
the same school in the Palisades where they had like these outdoor lockers
That's
that you like
rich.
wouldn't get kicked out of if you filmed in like their school area.
My
in the
niece's
Got
school
it.
has that, and they they film movies and everything.
yeah,
there.
yeah, exactly. And so like there were a couple girls who were at the very, very top, and it was like very competitive. Like wouldn't collab with each other and like wouldn't talk to each
Missing
other.
out on the good stuff there.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was fucking wild. And so that's what I mean. Like I wasn't like one of like the top like 3 or 4, and so I was never like directly dragged into anything.
Yeah.
but I was adjacent to all of it, and like
Right, because you were probably
witnessed-
friends with a lot of the people.
I was friends
So
with
you
a lot
caught
of those
drift
people.
winds
Yeah.
from all
yeah,
this.
yeah. So you get little bits and pieces from everyone, and it was a shit show.
Damn.
Dude, that's crazy.
Girls
I
are
can't
wild.
believe it.
Girls are wild.
Were there any boys in the like lifestyle stuff that would do that?
No.
I always wondered. Like I was
Yeah.
like, was that like?
No,
I
guys
never
are not
saw.
really big on drama. We're really
No, we're actually really calm. and
yeah,
really
totally.
chill.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Usually.
Yeah,
Thinking
absolutely.
level-headed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Logic. Definitely not emotional. Certainly. No. We're really good at that.
No
not me.
emotions.
And for the audio listener who can't process sarcasm, all of that's a lie. We are.
I'm a raging
The worst.
queer,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't count. All the things
I don't
that doesn't count for
care
me.
what you like under the belt.
Yeah.
You're still an emotional bitch.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Included.
Yes.
And that's just what it is.
And then give that person a platform of 10 million followers, and you know, good things happen.
Lord
yeah, of
have
course,
mercy.
good things, of course, always good things. But honestly, it's just so crazy because I remember I was seeing all those videos and I was like, wow, I wish I could have life like that. Like I remember seeing those and it was like such a crazy, like I was consumed with like the idea of those videos, even though it like applied to me in no way, shape, or form,
Right.
like at all.
They're just, like,
I'm like, I
so
don't have hair for
aesthetically-
back to school.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna watch anyway.
I have a question, and this is kind of off topic, but not. Who's new on the scene that you think is a star and has staying power?
Emma Chamberlain.
Michaela.
But she's
Chamberlain.
kind of not like that new, but Emma Chamberlain's like.
Oh, just in
Okay.
general, and like the whole YouTube space.
So
I'm
one of
thinking
you
about
can have
beauty.
Emma Chamberlain.
I'm thinking beauty for Michaela.
The other two need someone new.
Michaela for me. Michaela Nguedia. Like on TikTok,
I think
she's like
she
a
has
really
staying
popular
power.
TikToker.
Okay.
Oh,
Really,
yeah.
she has an accent. She's really, really cool.
Yes,
Super
definitely.
down to earth.
Beauty. She's
Yeah.
in beauty
She's in the beauty space.
specifically. Who's
Really
in
fun.
lifestyle that's gonna last? New, fresh.
You know what? I watch like the same 4 people, so I feel
Same.
like I'm not like up on like.
Emma's
who's
one of
new.
my 4 people though. That's why I was
Emma's
able
one of
to
my 4
claim
people,
her.
too.
I fucking ride for her.
Yeah, I ride and die.
I ride it back for Emma Chamberlain too.
Emma
So
Chamberlain
do
just done
I.
like such a good job of like reinventing like her content. She's, like she edits like a fucking every like vlog is like a indie film now.
I will
Yeah.
say I have yet to hear anyone speak negatively about her at all. But also, I feel like when people are backing her up, they go to the things that like matter, like what she's creating and
Yeah.
like what she's doing. And that's
Yeah.
like usually if like the skin levels, if it's like, oh, she's like cool. Like no, her content, what she says,
Her
how she
podcast.
does it,
yeah, her
all the
editing
shit
is
that she
so
does.
good.
Also, she's like a great example for young people. Like honestly,
A lot of young kids
like
follow her
she's
specifically too.
And the reason
Ooh.
she keeps herself out of drama is because she did something I really wish I would have done, and like I envy her because I wasn't smart enough to do because I was just a hair older than her. Whenever it was just like so messy for me, but she doesn't share her boyfriend. She doesn't share her best friend. She doesn't even put her her vlogs
I
are
know.
only her, so you cannot start shit.
I know.
Wow.
You
That's-
really
yeah,
can't. She
literally
doesn't
can't.
give you enough.
Yeah.
She reserves. She doesn't do IG stories. Really, it's just like a picture or two.
Yeah, you're so
Instagram.
right.
Like she really doesn't share much. And you
like
know
just
she
enough.
stays on. She just enough. And
she's still able to make great content.
Oh,
like, 'cause
yeah.
At first, I was like, "Oh God, that's so stressful to like only have yourself to rely on as your only
Right.
character."
Right.
But she still makes fucking great
content.
Yeah.
Great content.
Mr. Beast was talking about this the other day about how
I like Mr. Beast.
yeah.
Sweet.
He's like a content genius.
Yeah, he's like amazing.
And he was saying how it's like the great thing about like his brand is that the content and like the entertainment is around like the shock factor of the videos and the actual content itself. Whereas like someone like Emma Chamberlain, he was saying it's like if you don't like Emma's personality, like you're not gonna like her videos.
Yes.
And
Got
so that
it.
can like weigh heavily on just like the pressure for people to like you, because that's like a direct correlation of if they like your content. Where it's like you could think Jimmy is like not funny, not cool, whatever, but like it doesn't matter because the content that he's making is not about him.
right. It's about the
Right.
content that he's like creating.
And
like,
you
for
wonder
everyone
that
else.
why we have like trauma issues with like our world being associated with our relevancy.
Right, but like think about some of the
Honestly.
producers that are
Deadass.
the biggest in the world that you would absolutely despise as humans that have made some of the most impactful content ever.
Oh my God, half the time I don't even know the producer.
I was thinking people that are just like straight up creeps and weird and like
Oh,
disgusting
right, I see what
humans
you're saying.
who
Yeah,
have
yeah,
made
yeah.
movies that have moved people. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
Yeah.
for sure. They have no idea about it. It's like just like behind the scenes Hollywood.
Right.
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 What was that one show on Netflix that was like, it's like, I think it was called Hollywood. And it was like kind of, it was like almost like a little bit of an older time frame.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, like where it's like there's like a lot of shit going on behind the scenes.
Once
Yeah.
Upon a Time in Hollywood? Are you talking
It's
about
like on
Quentin Tarantino's
Netflix.
movie?
There's a
Oh
show
no,
on
I don't know.
Netflix.
I
Is this
don't
the
know.
one
You definitely watched
by
it.
Ryan
Murphy?
Yeah.
Murphy?
Ryan
It could be my
Yeah,
Ryan
Ryan
Murphy.
Murphy.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
yes,
yes.
the Hollywood one.
I thought it was great.
Yes.
And it kind of like that. It's like you're kind of unpulling the like
The
sheet from
curtain.
people's
Yeah.
Yeah.
from their eyes and be
I think
like,
he
oh,
got a lot of
that's
shit for
really
that.
what it's
I'm
like.
not sure why, but I think he got a lot of shit for that.
Where it's like the guy was like, kind of
Probably.
like a prostitute.
Yes. Yes.
Like, remember how
Yes.
shocked people were when they found out that all the prank videos were fake on YouTube?
Are you
Oh my
kidding
gosh,
me?
yes.
How did they not know?
Dude,
I know.
that's like different prank videos. That was a different time.
That was
Because things like
different
Jackass
That
were
was a
more
different
kind of
time.
real, and
Yeah.
so they were like,
It
"Oh, I'm sure it's all
eluded.
real."
It like
Right, right,
rolled
Where
right
Steve
into.
was like, "Why didn't we just fake that shit?"
I know. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
even like on TikTok, when I see like these couples TikToks and like everything is so, but they go so viral. I'm like, are you guys like, what do you mean?
The one that
They
haunts
go
me,
so viral. That's what makes me irate.
the one that haunts me, it's like when the guy like slaps the girl's ass and she's like, "Oh my god, like where'd he go?" And he's like literally right behind the shelf and he's
Honestly,
like,
why aren't we making this content? If
Let's just do that.
Let's
If
just
it's
do
that
that.
easy,
Why
let's
are we
just do
putting
that.
brain
Viral?
work into our content?
God.
Just
Like,
fucking
why are we
do
even
that.
trying?
Sell my soul. Call it a day.
When I feel
Right.
like I feel like I dabbled in that for a few years, and let me tell you, it ain't worth it.
it's like you're,
It ain't
you're
fucking
that's
worth
like
it.
selling your soul at that,
That is
point.
selling
Can you imagine?
your
You
soul.
try to like play some prank on me in the middle of the day and like at work, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you
What the
doing?"
fuck are you doing? Like, literally
That's
stop.
how the real, that's
Oh
how
my
the
God.
real reaction would
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
No.
Like, it's not the
Fuck out of
reaction
my
that you would like,
office.
I was like,
want.
"Hey, hold on, everybody on screen, just real quick. What are you doing?"
And like literally, you walk in naked, you're like, titties everywhere. Like,
Knowing me, I would have been like, "Hey guys, check it out! Woo!"
titties.
It's on you.
Yeah, right.
You're like, get down.
Post it on TikTok.
No,
Also, I
honestly,
loved
they're
how you
bad.
use 2 fingers because that's how big my boobies are. Just 2 fingers big.
It wasn't for that. I just had this much room, but I'm gonna give you that one. I was really clever. It was just the two fingers. Oh my god! No, that's crazy. Honestly, it's just like weird because it does feel like that time of YouTube, like the pranking stuff like that, is such an old time.
Oh my god, yeah.
And like now I feel like things are just like more evolving in an authentic way, which I do appreciate.
I do.
I feel like things are a lot more authentic. People are a lot more open about things, and like even like you've switched up your content so much.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're not like content for 10-year-olds.
Thank fucking God.
Content for 20-year-olds.
Thank fucking God. Content for 30-year-olds. Like, let's
30-year-olds.
go.
Like, honestly.
Oh my God. I know.
I'm like,
Did you make an active decision to switch over, by the way? Like,
Oh
was
my
it
God.
like,
Yeah.
how did that even happen? Because I
Yeah.
actually am curious about your journey in that way.
I mean,
Like, were you just like, okay, well, suddenly I just want to like, fuck this, I'm over it? Or was it like, you know what, I feel like I'm growing up, so I want to change my content?
like definitely like a massive part of that. I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking 25
You
at this
probably
point.
felt weird.
Yeah, it felt super, like I stopped making back to school videos before that because I was like, I like, this is sucking my soul. I cannot. I look young. I get it. I look 18. Asian don't raisin. But like.
Right. Asian don't raisin.
Asian don't raisin.
Don't raisin.
Don't raisin.
Asian
I get
don't
it, 'cause they
raisin.
don't, like,
Whatever
crack.
you said too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it's like, I will, like, I can't. I like just, I physically cannot make another back to school video at 25.
Yeah.
And then I think when I came out of my last relationship and it was like so intense to see how like attached all these little kids were to the relationship, and they just like couldn't grasp that it was not, they just like couldn't grasp that like there was more happening behind the scenes
and it
of
was
what
an
they were
adult relationship.
seeing.
It wasn't a kid's relationship.
Exactly.
Either.
It was an adult relationship, but they don't understand that because like they've probably never even been in a relationship because they're young. And so like that was the final straw to be like, I cannot make content for people who cannot relate to my life.
Yeah.
That was actually me commenting on her video. I was like, I can't relate to this.
That was Manny bullying all you.
It was actually just me because I've never been in a relationship. I'm like, this is stupid.
It was just made the whole
Just me, I was like, I can't relate.
With 6,000 different accounts. This is stupid. Yeah. I look back at the photos that I posted when we first started dating, and I forget just how much just dumb hate I got. Dumb.
Really?
Oh my God.
But
Oh
just
my
like
God.
stupid.
No, but it's so dumb you couldn't be
Like, you're
upset
tall.
by it.
No.
No. Like it was so people were
He got
like
hate when because the ex or
because of my ex.
Because
Yeah.
of the situation.
And so like they were distressed that like
This is my
distraught.
big bone
That's
to pick with
insane.
online
Right.
and just like the whole thing, that kind of stuff right there. I'm like, people are so dumb.
What were they saying?
Oh, it was just like you like she is not meant for you. You are not like this.
little
There's-
kids like
There's like translation
Literally.
errors. There's kids. They're like they don't even know what they're saying. So I'm just like, you can't get mad at it. You're like, okay,
I just
fine.
kind of like, okay.
Well, just like let it hit you and just like bounce off. But you're like,
There's also like I waited like 8 months I think to even like talk about him at
The
all.
new relationship.
Yeah, we
So
didn't-
it's not like we like
Right.
jumped into it publicly. Like it was very much
Right.
offline, like
Yeah.
entirely.
And people still.
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
they just like I think people are just used to one thing, and when it changes, they're like, no.
It's jarring for
Yeah.
them.
It's
Like,
jarring.
Whoa.
Like deadass, like if we get married on our wedding day, there will be someone in the comments.
it's gonna be me.
Still-
It'll be-
It's gonna be
it's gonna be
me.
It's gonna- yeah.
Yeah, it'll be Facebook for sure. They'll just be like, "This is X of," and it's just like, "What are you saying?" Like,
Yeah.
I
not
can't imagine.
Wow.
Facebook. Not
Take-
Facebook.
Not Facebook.
I can't imagine taking time out of my day and being like, "Let me just comment on somebody else's
Let
relationship."
I actually
me
can't
get
even
this
imagine
fucker.
that either.
I can't
I've
even
never
fathom.
done that
Absolutely
ever.
not.
It's like
Absolutely
literally
not.
crazy to me.
But like Laura, with like Tyler and Aaron, like did they make assumptions about like anything of your family dynamic?
Relationship.
It's like so many assumptions that we just ended up coming out with a video explaining the entire situation.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Because that was easier.
Most people thought I birthed a 17-year-old and kept it secret.
Which makes sense.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
For 17
Uh-huh.
years.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, she has a child, a kid. And so I was like, all right, we're going to have to do some context to why my niece lives with
It's almost
me.
better to like put out your own statement, though. I feel like
It is. Because and
in some
it took me-
situations,
In some cases, it
in
truly
most
is.
cases, because I learned that the hard way, even through being canceled and like for so long, because like beauty at that time was just like raging
Rampant.
with drama, raging rampant, and I feel like I got caught in the crossfire of a lot of it, even stuff I wasn't involved in, had
So-
nothing to
me
do with
too.
you too. Seriously,
I've been getting caught up for random. I'm like, that never.
And
even
I
happened.
literally would never address it. And I feel like that's one of
Same.
my biggest mistakes because drama channels would run with the craziest narrative.
Right.
And I would let them because I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's not real. It didn't happen. That's not what it is. So I would leave it alone. And I feel like it was a huge mistake that
But it
I.
stuck with you forever.
It
because
stuck with
that's
me
the narrative
forever.
that they
A lot of
Right.
stuff.
spun, and everyone spins that, and then it's like that's what it is.
And
You
I
didn't
should have
clear your
spoken
name.
up and cleared my
Yeah.
name and said my piece. Even if people didn't want to believe me, a lot of people would have because they would have like heard it from my mouth. And,
Right.
And so I made a big mistake by not speaking up for so long.
I think there's a difference though between speaking while there's like a fire happening
Yeah.
and speaking about it a little bit afterwards. Like you've calmed down, everyone's calmed down. You're like, this is my piece. This is what I want to talk about. But I think clearing up the air is super, super important. Eventually, in some way.
I have like a policy in my life where like, and I've always been this way. I don't like to deal with bullshit, and like it would be just pure bullshit. And it's like sometimes when you're online and you have an image, you have to kind of deal with a little bit of bullshit.
Yep.
And
Oh
like,
my God,
but in my
yeah.
life, like if you try, like if someone tried to text me and come at me some bullshit, you're probably not even gonna get a text back. So I'm not gonna put up with it.
No.
But this is
Right.
like basically what was happening in real life. So for so long, I just like let it happen. Huge mistake. Because I still like for now, I'm still like trying to like go back and be like, by the way, do you guys remember in 2015 whenever they said I did this? I did it.
Yeah, you're like, that never happened.
You're like, these other 9 things? Me.
Maybe.
That one?
No.
That was not me.
Same. I was so like, I just literally got a comment the other day, like something like that. That was like, had nothing to do with my scandal. Like, remember that one time he did this? I literally blocked and deleted because I was like, this literally never happened.
Right.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And like, but because like, let's say a drama channel ran with that narrative, that's what stuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, but that's not actually what happened. So I think it is really, really important to like actually speak your piece, especially when you know, like, if you're a shitty person, people are gonna get it. If you're not a shitty person, people are gonna get it. Like I think that people can kind of see through the bullshit, and it's like they know like intention. And I think intention is obviously so important. It's like, dude, if you're intentionally trying to hurt someone, people are gonna find out. And then it finally like always comes to surface. It always comes to light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it totally does. It all comes clean on wash day.
That seems like a very southern saying.
Yeah,
I was like, I've
did
never
anybody-
heard that before.
Ever heard that before?
Just say it to people randomly.
It all comes
clean on wash day.
On
What
wash
is- those-
day.
My mom used to say that all the time.
There was one you also say a lot. It was like something with gasoline drawers.
You're going to hell with gasoline drawers on.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what did you
I
say?
literally mean.
I was going to hail.
You go to hell with gasoline drawers.
Gasoline drawers.
Meaning your ass is going to be
you're
torched.
you went
Drawers,
on
like
fire.
drawers.
Oh, your
Drawers.
drawers.
I thought
Your
drawers-
undies.
I was
Your
thinking
undies
drawers. So did I.
saturated in
Drawers.
gasoline.
Right.
Fix a plate. You know, fix a plate.
Chemistry. Yeah.
Yes.
is-
Do you know fix a plate?
So literally,
That's a
like
new one for me,
if
too.
if we had you guys over to eat and the food was ready, I'd be like, go and fix your plate. And
Yeah.
I say that to
Go and fix
Manny,
your plate. I
and he
said,
literally
what the
looked at
fuck
me
is that?
one day. He was like,
What's wrong with the
"What
plates?
are you telling me to do?"
You want me to glue this? You want me to glue this back
No,
together?
I literally was like, what the?
She bought craft glue.
Right. There's something wrong.
Give me
What
fix
does
this-
this mean? Fix a
your
plate.
Fix
You guys
your
are
plate.
perfect together. Together, you're the ultimate human.
We are.
We are.
And we have no idea what each other is saying majority of the time.
And that's why it works so well because we have
It does.
delusion.
The delusion.
There's a lot of delusion.
Delusion. It really helps us.
The deluge.
I feel like we should end the podcast with like a little advice segment.
You got some advice?
I thought you had screenshots.
I don't even know if I have
Screenshots?
any. Let me
Shit.
see.
No,
You got
so
screenshots?
the thing is, like, well, like on our podcast, we like to usually end the podcast with like someone will send in advice, like we need advice on something, and we'll
Ooh,
end
I
the
love giving
podcast.
I love
giving
giving
advice.
Well, actually, this isn't even unsolicited. It's solicited.
It's solicited, but we
Unsolicited.
call it unsolicited,
'Cause we're
but it's
stupid.
solicited.
It's solicited.
Yeah.
Now,
Because
is
they're
it-
asking for
is
advice.
Is it meritless? Is it is it worth anything? We don't know.
We don't
Right,
actually
don't have
know.
any
We don't
experience
actually
in this,
know.
we don't know.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
don't actually know a lot of the backstory, but we just kind of go with
Right,
it.
yeah,
at
there's
this
not
point.
enough context half the
Never,
time. Yeah.
never, but
yeah.
we just kind of
There's
trail.
not enough context, so we like to
trail.
make the context.
I
for
get it, yeah.
them.
Okay, got it,
It
got it.
probably never happened.
But we always say the people that are here at the end, like they're the real ones.
The ride or
real
die.
ones.
They're
Yeah,
the
the
real
ride or
ones.
die.
Fam,
These are the
the
ones
fam.
who know the real, the thickest, the dirtiest, the most
nastiest.
bold topic happens right at the end. So
It's true.
yeah, and
It's
the Tillies
true.
will be with us.
The realies are here. Are you guys ready for your
that realies
for your
is great.
for your advice that you're going to
Yeah,
be given?
I love an advice column. Let's go.
My 30-year-old boyfriend lives with his parents, and I'm on my own. I'm 23. It really bothers me. Please help.
Oh no.
No, so like sometimes they're so like sometimes I look at them like
I don't know.
what kind of advice to
I don't
give in this
fucking know.
situation. Like some of them are hard.
Like 3 words of a situation. Like we've got 0 context.
Zero context,
You
3
have
words,
to
and
make
you have
your
to
own
go off of
context.
that.
You have to make your own context.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Lauren.
okay. I mean,
Jeremy, like, go ahead, go have fun.
no, I got thoughts. I got thoughts. So one, I guess like is he living at home because
This
of?
is, you're not asking questions.
no,
We
I'm
have
just,
to ask,
I'm
'cause even when
walking
we
out
learn
my
Laura, I
thought
need more.
process.
Let's
Yeah.
say this dude's living at home. Because
Okay, I'm like, is he helping like an elderly parent?
No, we're not
who really
going
needs
there.
help?
No, agreed. We're not going there. I'm not giving you that one.
He lives
Listen,
at home.
Manny's not going to buy his parents a house, and you're not going to go down that road. Yeah.
I will buy it.
If I made $1 billion, this is the.
I will buy it.
Yeah. We know you will. We know.
Okay, I think it's red flags all over it, unless there's
Red
a reason
flags.
why he's there. Red flags all over. If you can't fucking wipe your own ass at 30, like that means he's probably never done his own laundry. That probably means he's never cooked for himself.
Absolutely
he
not.
doesn't know how to pay his own bills.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't know like how to take care of fucking like who cuts the lawn and shit,
Nope.
because I'm sure his dad does it
Yep.
still. Like if you can't wipe your own fucking ass at 30, especially at 23, if she's already living on her own,
Dude.
like
The dynamic there.
you are not on the same page.
No,
You're not going to
agreed.
deal with him. You're not going to want to deal with him.
Jeremy?
Jeremy?
Would you like some input since
Jeremy?
you love advice giving?
He was like the prime bachelor when I met him. Like, had a George Foreman grill, ate
Oh my
veggies, went to the
God.
First
gym
off,
every morning.
It was Breville. It wasn't George Foreman. Okay,
Okay,
we're not
well,
going to just throw that. You know.
Not the George Foreman slander.
George Foreman slander.
Damn.
Okay,
I
yeah.
loved my George Foreman.
Anyway, so going back, I believe she said it was that she was alone and that it bothered her.
Uh-huh.
Right?
That's what should
So
bother her.
the thing that I'm focusing on, not as like what's the situation here, this and that. The fact is something bothers her.
Yep.
They're in a relationship. So her only choice to fix this is to discuss with him why it bothers her.
So rational.
And if the
Why
why,
is it this rational?
and if the why is something
true.
that they can work towards together, then she already has her answer. And if the why is not something that she respects, she got to move on.
We're going to have to call Jeremy.
We're gonna have, we're gonna have a phone
line.
line. We're gonna have a phone line.
The
for
Jeremy hotline?
when we actually need real rational answers for our advice. Because I'd have been like, leave him. That's
Burn the parents' house down. It's the only rational
If
thing.
there's not a real reason, then like she doesn't respect it, move on. But if there is a real reason, maybe
Yeah.
she hasn't voiced that. Like, hey,
Totally.
Right.
here's
Yeah.
why this bothers me, and how are we gonna work on this together?
I'm also just like stressed though because I feel like everyone should live on their own at least once.
But we don't know if he has yet.
I
Maybe he
learned
has.
not enough, but a lot when I lived on my own.
Right, you
Yeah.
learn so
Like, a
much.
lot.
Like no one's gonna wash your bed sheets for you. No one's separating your whites and your darks. I didn't until I lived with Jeremy. I just washed it all in one load.
You still don't separate your whites and darks. I'm the only
Are
one that does
you
it.
fucking kidding me?
I'm the one that separates the whites and the darks.
I separate my whites and darks.
Lauren didn't even.
And my sportswear.
Lauren didn't even clean the lint out of the dryer for years.
Oh my god, I didn't know there was a
That's
Okay,
a
same.
She's never changed the air filter in a house that she lives in the middle of California, which is
I
pollution
didn't
city.
know.
We didn't know.
I didn't know.
I'm the
We
one who
didn't
told
know.
my husband when we bought our house that you have to change those.
Yeah. Well, now we know.
I didn't know.
And same with like the vents, like the AC vents. You have to change
That's
those
what
too.
I'm
They
talking
get
about,
like
the
dirty.
filters. Oh, yeah,
The
yeah,
filters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just cleaning that.
Had no idea. I was like, why am I
Yeah.
coughing in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're just breathing just.
So outside of the air filters, you learn a lot when you live on your own.
Yes.
So like going back to the situation though, I'm nervous that if they're so far away from being on the same page that he still has a whole nother chapter to live in before they can.
And that's a
even,
rough chapter to go
that's a
through
ru-
together.
Yeah, yeah, it's a rough chapter
Together?
too.
If
She's
So we're
gonna
not on
want
the
to
same
body
page?
slam him, like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, this is why she's like, I'm unhappy about it. It's like, okay, well, I think that you kind of like gave herself their own answer in a weird way. Because she's like,
Most
I'm
people do answer
unhappy.
their own questions though.
Yeah,
So
because I
true.
think that they almost like want that extra validation.
Yeah.
Hearing it
Well, I'm
from
gonna need
like,
a follow up from her. We're gonna need to know how this
we're
works
gonna
out.
follow
gonna
ups.
need
We're
to
gonna need
tune
to
in.
know what's going
She's like
on.
Was that
probably-
it? Is there another one?
I wonder if I have more. Let me see. I screenshotted a bunch.
We
of
usually
today.
do like one or
Okay,
two.
I don't have more, but
I wanna-
maybe
I wanna have
make
an
up
immature-
something and tell them.
I want to have an immature
Make up-
response.
Yeah, yeah.
Make up a
Make up
problem
some fucking shit.
that we
Wait,
can solve.
period.
I can read you guys one that we've already answered, and we'll see what you guys have to
Ooh.
say about it.
Alright.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, wait. I kind of want to read the 3-parter. Do you remember?
Yes.
I was
do that
talking to
one.
this guy.
Here's our closer.
He disappeared. The guy that wouldn't.
Yep.
Okay. This will
I
be
agree
good.
because we were like consumed with this one.
We were consumed, so you guys might get. I was talking to this guy who I've talked to in the past, and every time it's time to hang out, he disappears. Part 2. I think he really loves me, and we're really good for each other, and I want to be with him. But I don't know. Should I wait it out and see if he grows up, or should I like keep trying to talk to him? But he like basically like every time it's like time to get them to hang
when it's about
out.
happy-
We
Three
have we have a phrase.
3 words.
Bitch.
1, 2, 3. Bitch, move on.
Yeah.
Bitch, move on.
That is the motto on Wild Til9. Bitch, Move
No. Anytime you're going to hang out,
And he's ghosting.
And
He's disappearing.
He's out.
Like I feel bad because of the delusion that she's associating the word love with this relationship.
that's
Because
delusion.
And
like,
also, the next time Emmys or Oscars are looking for an actor to award, they should find this guy. Because I'm
This
sure
guy.
I'm in the text.
You know
I've
he's
been
doing
doing
it
yeah.
so
Oh my
hard,
God,
laying on
Shakespeare.
thick.
Yeah,
He's full Shakespearean.
Leave
Leave him. Be with someone that
That's
wants
basically
to
what we
be
said.
with you.
Yeah.
We literally said
Yeah.
the exact
If he
same
wanted
thing,
to, he
'cause
would.
it's delusion.
If he wanted to,
He
he
would.
would.
He would.
That's
He would.
right. Period.
I feel like you just said that in your podcast with Matt
yeah.
King.
Oh my God. Yeah. Matt King went to the fucking end of the world for
Yeah,
his
he
girlfriend,
did.
and it was wild. And so
Yeah,
we were
he
like,
did.
Matt, like this is the definition of if he wanted to, he would. And you were like such a good example of like going
is
after
Of real
Yeah.
Comments
Wow.
everywhere.
Genuine.
Where's my Matt King?
Literally.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I
And
love
did he
that.
get her? Did he get his girlfriend?
He did.
Yes, and now
He
they're
did.
in love, and they're in Italy right now, and it's so cute.
Wow.
I want my own Matt King too.
Wow.
You need to find your Matt King.
One day.
I need to find a Matt King.
Yeah.
A Matt Queen.
I thought
if you
we were in a
will.
throuple, but then I see that you're in a throuple over here, so you kind of been like traveling.
He's
You know, I
messy.
actually
You
am.
are
I'm a
messy.
traveling throupler, to be honest.
Yeah.
I tend to do it a lot. I used to
Wow,
be in with
traveling
Joey and
throupler?
Daniel.
Joey
I was
and
I was
Daniel.
a
Yeah,
YouTube
you
channel
were
on that
throuple.
too.
Yeah, that's right. You guys
with
went on like
guys.
travel vacations.
With you two.
Can you imagine the YouTube channel, the Traveling Throupler?
Traveling
Throupler? The throupler.
Traveling
throuple.
Throupler?
The throupler.
Yeah.
That's you.
I am a professional third wheel, I will say.
He is.
Professional third wheel. So
I would go on many dates.
gotta
with you.
live.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You would spice
Maybe
it up
fun.
for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
feel like you only get crazies on your dates, though.
I do. I do get crazies on my dates, sadly. Maybe I should need to stop finding them off fucking Hinge.
I think that might be the problem. You find people like this on Hinge.
Found him on Hinge.
But fuck it. But like, hello, like it
Oh my God,
works.
two of my best friends met their boyfriends on Hinge. Also, those were total
No.
strangers. Like we had like our connection or whatever, but like two of my best friends found their boyfriends
And they were
on Hinge.
strangers.
Total strangers.
All right, listen, match group. We'll let you know.
Maybe
if we're
I'll
gonna do
keep-
a
maybe I'll
full-on
keep
ad.
trying.
Hinge is like fucking Cupid. Keep trying.
We gotta
Your
get
Matt
you
Queen
back.
is
We
out
gotta-
there.
Yeah.
Your Matt Queen is
Your
out
Matt
there.
Queen's
out
out
You're
there.
doing fine. Just keep doing you.
You're doing fine,
I
sweetie.
know. It's just like annoying because sometimes, like, especially like, during this time, during the holiday times, I'm even the most like
Cuffing season.
I'm the
can hang out
most
with us.
depressed. I know.
He wants
and
his
I
Matt
will.
Queen.
I get it. That queen.
Matt Queen.
Oh, my
That queen.
That's
You
adorable.
did miss that the first 5 times we said that.
I want my Matt Queen.
Got it. I'm a little slow on that one. Sorry. All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Well, thank you
you for
so
being
much
here.
for being part of. Of course, you guys will link everything down below. WildTil9.
Check it out.
Check them
Craftopia.
out. Craftopia season 2.
$1 billion deals.
Can't.
When,
Jerry wants to
when no one hears from me again, you'll know it well.
Yay,
know,
Jeremy.
I can't
Money, you
wait.
bitch.
I'm gonna throuple into this one.
Yeah, no,
for
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
This is the
Prenup.
couple you're going to want to get into.
Absolutely.
They got big
I'm
things
already
happening.
there.
They have big
I'm already
things.
there. I just need to get in a little harder.
A little harder.
You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
for
here.
I love you guys, and we'll see you guys, the full fam, next episode.
Bye.